welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will win total leather to crank us up. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will take the field first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Penn State's offense has the ball for the first time. They go to the ground. Running to Green. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They've had a wild year, starting the season at number 1, then the bottom falls out, and they're just hoping they can start to climb back toward the top.
Yeah, it's been hard to right the ship. I mean, taking early losses, and then they took on water, and, man, they just...
Breaks into the open, ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting tackled to the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown.
Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Buys a little time with his feet. Still on his feet at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
We really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, and some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Quickly out to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Anderson with the carry. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun to give, looking for room. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stacks. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
From the gun, give on the inside. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they?
Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Finds his tight end. He's loose. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run. And the defense has one stop. And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Penn State! Great job by the back on the option. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Covey. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to... Turn at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Now they'll run the draw. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
They'll try to get it through the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Buck. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that is a perfect perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else would be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Buying some time. On the run deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Gonzalez. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Going to swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Blackburn. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Wants to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nice move. Create some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's McGee. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They send the tight end in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's McGee. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game. And
turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the move, it's Hawkins. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds his man. It's Denmark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Looking to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Unloads it left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Covey. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Underheat, and he gets rid of it. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Pocket breaking down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, oh, what a play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. He'll slide and avoid the big hit.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the 1st down.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They'll go to the air.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And He's going to go down as time has run out. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could just...